In this lesson, we'll begin with how to register your site in the Google Search Console and how to submit your XML sitemaps. I talked earlier in the course about the importance of XML sitemaps and how to create them. So I'll assume that you have your sitemap created already and are ready to tell Google where it is. In fact, you might have multiple sitemaps for documents, images, video, and so on. Begin by logging into the Google Search Console, which you can find here. Once you've logged in, you'll find a box in which you can submit your site's domain name. Then, as I discussed in the earlier lesson on submitting a sitemap, you're going to verify your site. This is just a way to confirm that you have authority over this site, that you own or manage the site. Google provides various mechanisms through which you can prove that you do. If you didn't, the theory goes, you wouldn't be able to upload a text file to the root of the domain, or add a meta tag to the home page, or log into your Google Analytics account or into your Google Tag Manager account. Analytics and Tag Manager, by the way, are advanced subjects not directly related to SEO. If you have them, you know you do. If you don't worry about it. So in this example, I downloaded the HTML verification file, a little .html file that contains a unique identifying code. I can take this file and load it into the root of my website. Once it's there, I can come back and click this link to confirm that the file actually is there. As you can see, the file will load in another tab. I'll see the file on my site and the content of the file, Google Site Verification, followed by the name of the file, which has the unique code. Now I know for sure I didn't make a mistake and the file is there, I can tell Google to verify it. Google will try to load the file. Once it's found it, Google knows I have control over the site and will be willing to provide me with information about my site. I haven't quite finished though. I still need to tell Google where my XML sitemap is stored. As I've explained before, in most cases, people put the sitemap in the root of the site, the same directory as the home page, and they generally call it sitemap.xml. But there's no law saying you have to do that. You can put it wherever you want and call it whatever you want. So I need to tell Google where it is. So I'm going to click on Continue, which takes me into the console. I'll then go into the Crawl menu and click the Sitemaps option, then go across to the Add/Test Sitemap button and click. I'll enter the name of the sitemap and click Test, and Google checks the sitemap to make sure it looks okay. It does in this case. Now, Google will probably add the sitemap at the same time it tested it, but just in case, I'm going to go back and enter it again and then click Submit. And that's it. The sitemap has been submitted. You may have to do this several times, of course, to submit your various sitemaps. That was simple enough, eh? You registered your site and submitted your sitemap. Now Google knows you're responsible for this site, so it can give you the information about the site. And it knows where your sitemap is, so it can use it to help with indexing. Remember, you'll want that sitemap to either update automatically when pages are added, or perhaps you'll have to rebuild it manually. Refer back to the section on submitting to the search engines. So, you may already have submitted your sitemap, but if not, you might want to go do it now, then come back and we'll continue looking at the Google Search Console.